All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. I've recorded this so many times because my voice continuously cracks. As you can tell, I am extremely sick. I'm going to have to stay really deep during this and just kind of keep my voice monotone like this as best as I can, because unfortunately, it will just crack a lot, and it probably will crack in this video as well. So if you guys would do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, a couple things that I wanted to mention in this video that are somewhat noteworthy. So last night we had the oversight tournament. This was like, I think, a $5,000 tournament or so. There was obviously I'm pretty sure this is like a set to go to a bigger tournament as well, but these guys have been hosting a lot of pretty good tournaments, and a lot of these good pro players and pro teams have been participating and playing in it. One thing that is definitely a big deal, Team Furia able to take the win last night. The reason I think this is a kind of something noteworthy here, Furia has actually not been able to qualify to go to LAN at ALGS Split 1 playoff. They did remain in Pro League. However, they were the only team, or they were the next team in line to go to the LAN event, and unfortunately were one placement off from qualifying for that. It's good to see that they bounced back. It's good to see that they are still in it and still looking solid. Another team I wanted to mention here, MPS, the only unsigned team in the top 10 right here. As you can see, Madness said the exact same thing, them popping off. They actually won one of the games last night and did a very good job. And it's crazy to me that, you know, Madness has not actually even kind of hinted towards the fact that they are talking with anybody, or that they are being signed by an org, or that they're in discussion. So it's crazy to me that these guys have constantly been popping off, constantly been doing good, and not actually signed by a pro team as of now. This might change in the future though, so of course keep your eyes peeled. So also I wanted to mention from these finals here, this was coming from Dark Zero. VP, which is actually their head coach, had to step in and play last night and said that he IGL Dark Zero to a 4th place in the Oversight 500k block party, and this was pretty interesting to see. I actually saw him make some pretty good plays, but it's really cool to see that someone who is not a pro player anymore but still got the skill obviously, and IGLing himself in the top 4. Very good to see from the former world champions in ALGS year 2. Now the last thing that I wanted to mention here, obviously I'm keeping it short because of my voice, but I did want to mention this. We've covered the Esa Drama yesterday. Capra no longer with the team and has announced the fact that he will no longer be competing in ALGS competitive or in Apex competitive at all, and said he's not even going to go to the LAN event in London, which I thought was kind of crazy. We'll see if any of that changes. However, you might know why it probably won't change. This was actually coming from last night. We caught their roster, and they do have an updated roster. They're currently playing with Cody right now, and they actually did very well. You can see right here ESA in 7th, and they're normally not doing too good. They're placing outside of the top 10, so the fact that they were able to get top 7 with this new roster kind of makes you wonder if they plan on changing teams regardless, and maybe making a roster change is probably the play that they should make. But regardless, I definitely wasn't expecting them to do that well, so I'm kind of surprised that they were able to pull it off, and we'll see if we have any updates or changes in the future. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, so sorry that it's been so short and so mundane. My voice hurts so bad, but I could not skip a day of work. I've actually really been enjoying this channel, so I had to stick around and at least say something. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.